So we're going to talk tonight about all the products. We do have a lot of great products, and Bobby and I have had a few people now that were actually customers upgrade into consultants because they too had said to me, it's getting kind of expensive. I want to use the GLP-1. I want to use the collagen. And so we had the conversation now that, you can get your product greatly discounted. You can get your product for free, or we can go ahead and make some money. So, as you keep people on products, they can introduce you to other people to be able, even if their vision's really little, this way they can get the products that they want. So we are the activation company, unlike any other company out there. And so the difference with that is, and Bobby and I came from a supplementation company where we took vitamins, lots of, vitamins B, C, and D, added them to our body. And what happens is that's a very inaccurate science at best. Unless you're doing like a lot of blood work all the time, it's really hard to tell if you're getting too much or too little. So we now have activation, and this is going to be through all of our products where we're, taking research products that are actually flipping the switch on our body and making us feel like we did when we were much younger. So we're making our body do this. So it's a really, really exciting science. The thing that I love about our products is it's no longer my opinion. For years, how much vitamin D somebody took or how much vitamin B or whatever it was always my opinion on, or what I heard via some study or something, not even based on our products, was really just an opinion. Here we have science that we can point to show why our products are the best there. So there are three causes of aging, and we actually address all three of these. These are the three top causes of aging, and our products address oxidative stress, and we'll talk more about that, mitochondria decline, and also sirtuin activity, which is becoming a much bigger subject these days. So the reason that things are getting so much worse than they were for our parents' generations, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, is we now have a lot of things to deal with that they did not have. We have over 80,000 new chemicals that we deal with. Anybody that's been on the news knows our food is terrible. We have so much stuff in it. So bad diet, pesticides, fungicides, hopefully not smoking. We're all hearing how bad alcohol is, air pollution, poor sleep, high stress, little to no exercise are all contributing to the way that we are really premature aging. And we want to do something about that. So the first product and our flagship product and the product that our company started with was a product called Protandim. Protandim NRF2 Synergizer reduces oxidative stress by 40% in the first 30 days. And so what does that mean? Really, oxidative stress is the difference between the amount of free radicals we create while we're eating, breathing, certainly exercising, and the amount of antioxidants we can take in. Now, it's been proven that we cannot take in enough antioxidants. In fact, this one product is the equivalent of if every day, instead of just one pill, you ingested 11 pounds of blueberries, 375 oranges, 120 tablets of vitamin C, and drank 87 glasses of red wine, which you just couldn't do. The 120 capsules of vitamin C would be lethal in itself. So this is a product that will actually help us reduce oxidative stress. Why do we want oxidative stress reduced? Because it is the precursor for all disease, all aging, and all inflammation. And you can see it really is just a plant-based product that's got 5 different ingredients. I find a lot of people are already familiar. Maybe they cook with turmeric. Maybe they drink green tea. There's ashwagandha, bacopa, and milk thistle. Bobby and I ourselves were on 3 of the 5 of these already. And we said, well, why don't we just add 2 more? But the synergistic effect, the way that this product works is this one pill works so much better than if we did take all 5 by themselves and try to be like a mad scientist or something. So you can see oxidative stress affects our whole body, all over the place. Again, aging, inflammation, all different disease states. That's a site called pubmed.gov. Anybody can go there. Typically, doctors, pharmaceutical people will go there to find interactions of drugs and stuff. But because we have so many what they call peer review independent studies, our studies are on there. But there's over 320,000 studies on oxidative stress, all saying that when we reduce oxidative stress, we reduce disease, aging, and inflammation. And I mean, there's probably not a person you talk to these days when you ask how people are doing, they're dealing with different things. So this is a great introduction to our product line to be able to share this very, very special product. Just send them a video, let them see, you know, the ABC video, you can say that this is how the company started, but look at all the things that it goes through as it runs through that, and it names all these different disease states and stuff that, you know, we're not supposed to be mentioning, but it's in there on ABC. So here's a bunch of the studies. There's a bunch more at this point too. This is 20, that's upwards of 30, but you can see some really very, very credible, and this is what I mean by the studies, very credible medical institutions have done these independent studies, spent their own money on this stuff. And that's how exciting and aha, you know, we were actually mentioned in Newsweek as being an innovator of medical science. So even though Bobby and I have been around for 7 years, some of you, you know, more or less, whatever, you'll see that this is really still an aha product and getting a lot more notoriety in different books. You know, David Asprey and some other people that are very famous writing all these books on how to not to age are all mentioning oxidative stress in different ways that they can reduce it. And we have a very, very simple way. So Washington State said it is our opinion that raising the NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. And this was a quote from quite a few years ago, and it is just every day becoming so much more true. So, you know, what about the Protandim NRF2? You know, it improves performance through energy. Really what it is, it's the ATP at a cellular level or the mitochondria. And what happens is, you know, as we get older, the amount of energy we have greatly reduces. And a lot of it is, again, because of those things I said in the beginning, you know, toxins, oxidative stress, all greatly reduce that. And what happens is we no longer have cellular energy to actually repair our body for muscle growth, just for staying healthy, pumping our heart, very important. You know, all this takes energy. The ATP, this mitochondria, is 95% of the energy our body needs. So this is super, super important as we see and talk about more and look at different things in the news and different books we're reading. This is becoming equally important as well. And then in addition to that is NAD, and Bobby kind of said earlier, you know, it's funny, we've had this, probably like 5 years now, I'm going to guess, I kind of forget, but you know, it's kind of like we've kind of forgotten about, you know, NAD. We have the only NAD out there that actually produces more NAD in the body, actually up to 100% in the first 24 hours, which is huge. You know, a lot of them are trying to say that they do the same thing, but they just don't have the studies that we have. You know, so again, David Sinclair said that by the time we get to midlife, about half of the NAD we have in our bodies that we had at a youthful age is gone. We're only dealing with half. So we really need to supplement to support positive mood and motivation, to help with mental focus and concentration. You know, autophagy is just the removal of all the cellular waste that we have out there. Healthy inflammatory response, you know, just maintaining cholesterol levels, the vascular system. These are super, super important things. But again, just because of everyday wear and tear, by the time we get to midlife, we have about half. So people are going to love how they feel when they take this. They really feel some extra energy from it, a lot of well-being. And it's super important. It's kind of like, to me, I sometimes say it's a fountain of youth. Whatever area that you're struggling with the most, you're going to find that, you know, this is very critical to being able to stay healthy and have, you know, be healthy in later years. So this is a slide that I took. I think part of that is missing over there, but you can see really important to use all three products. You know, a lot of times people are like, well, which one should I use? You can see the black boxes, or if you just use that product, But when you add all three to what we call the tri-synergizer, that's the three of those products together, and you actually get them at a discounted level when you order the three of them together, you're going to see the results that we get with each of the products greatly increases, tremendously increases, because mitochondria needs the reduction of oxidative stress, needs the sirtuins, which is the protein in the cell. It's just like a pinball machine. We need all three to work together. So people get much, much better results with just staying younger and reducing a lot of the inflammation and disease states that go on as we age. So this is the collagen, and I know a lot of you are really familiar with the collagen. We've gotten amazing results. You know, this kind of put our company on the map. It is the only producer of collagen out there. So we activate, we replenish, and we also maintain. And you can see what are the benefits of collagen. You know, so many of us thought it was just, you know, just our face was wrinkles, maybe saggy skin, brown spots and stuff. But collagen is the largest protein in our body. Without it, we just literally become a blob. But, you know, the benefits are much more than just what we see maybe in the mirror. You know, it's certainly eye health. Our eyes are 91% collagen. Sleep quality, mental health, brain and cognitive support, cardio system, the liver, you can see gut health. There's so many different results that we get from using collagen. But just think about it. I've got quite a few pictures after this, but look at the results we see on the outside. Can you imagine what's going on the inside? But the thing that activates that sets us apart from anything else out there is this red ruby quinoa. Actually helps us go ahead and produce collagen, which is different than anything else out there. You can see this study on an 8-week study here. I know we're kind of blocked off there by some of the people, but the lighter yellow and stuff, that shows that we've gotten a lot more collagen density. You can see 68.5 more collagen than before in this 8-week study. Important that when we use a collagen, because there's a lot of collagens out there, particularly people putting them in their coffee and powders and stuff that are not hydrolyzed. So what does that mean? That means that this collagen is broken down into small molecules so that we can actually get the absorption of the protein, because when protein's in a large form, our body has a harder time. It's not that it can, but a much harder time of actually being able to absorb it. We also have 10 different types of collagen or peptides there. So a lot of this stuff just sets us apart. So we're activating, we're producing, we're replenishing, and then we're also maintaining, we're flipping on a gene that helps us not lose the collagen quite so fast. So unlike a lot out there, I tell people take a picture before they start and day 30, and just put the two side by side and they're able to compare. You can see there's no sugar, no artificial sweeteners, it's non-GMO, it's dairy-free, it's gluten-free, and it also is soy-free. And here's our 8-week trial. You know, collagen density was increased by 100%, crow's feet by 22%, skin roughness was decreased by 10%, blood catalase by 202%, and skin elasticity by 8%. Cool backstory on this. You know, so many of us were on the Protandim, NRF2, probably the whole tri-synergizer. When we introduced the collagen to our company, the company was blown away by the results we were getting in the first 30 days. So they went back and they did a study gene by gene, and the results we got so greatly enhanced were because we were using not only the Protandim NRF2, but the collagen, and it was creating what they call fibroblasts that were tightening up the skin that much faster. So if somebody really wants the accelerated results, really have to use, you know, both of those together. So I'll kind of flip through these real quickly. You can see these in a lot of our different groups where we've gotten amazing results. People have done a great job of documenting their results with the collagen. Again, nobody expected us to be able to get these kind of results, but you can see eyes, 91% collagen, great results that we're getting. This one lady, she's 70. Well, she was 70 when these pictures were taken, but you can see these are hard areas, necks, you know, chest area, legs. Again, we said, you know, firming up, those fibroblasts are firming up the collagen, which is just getting rid of all that and pulling up those legs and stuff. the coloration too as well. You know, brown spots are removed. Here, she really didn't realize she was so happy with her face. She didn't realize the hair was there as well. Stomach areas, you know, people that have lost a lot of weight really need that skin to be tightened up. Also, as we get older, thinner skin, we get the brown spots and much more bleeding and stuff that goes on. So this is our probiotic. And you can see here, probiotic is so important. There's so many studies out there now between the butt and the butt, the brain. I'm trying to say one word at the same time, the brain and the gut health at the same time. We only have 6 CFUs in our probiotic, which may not seem as much as some others, but that's because of the way that this actually gets into the lower gut. We're able to get much better results. So if you're comparing things, you know, a lot of times people will take a lot of probiotics and not realize that it's not getting into the lower gut. So they're not getting the benefits of the immune function, mental health, allergies, digestion. You can read all this, you know, all kind of inflammation and stuff. It's interesting when you think about the gut brain connection. You know, people have what they call like intuitions, or their gut is telling them something. That's really your gut brain interaction. They're telling you that, you know, this is what's going on. The most nerve sensations are in our gut. So it really is important to keeping our whole body you know, healthy at this point. It's just 2 tablets once a day. It's super, super easy, but we do get amazing results with this. In addition to that, we have our prebiotic. And again, this is just kind of like the feeding ground for the probiotics. So we want to take this in. It's a drink. You just drink it in water and stuff. But again, it's like the feed to help your probiotic just be much better. And we reduce a lot of what's in our gut as far as probiotics and just overall good health because of the foods that we're eating, the stress we're under, the lack of sleep, you know, sugar, all those things play havoc with our stomach. And so these are things that can help us just stay less hungry, support the gut microbiome, the healthy digestive system, balance off the you know, blood sugar levels and all. So you can see promotes bowel regularity. So that's our prebiotic. Tastes really, really good too. And you can add that with our other things, you know, if you want to add that with the powder that you're taking from our natural GLP-1, you can just add it in Axio. There's a lot of things you can do with it. This is the really cool product, our Daily Wellness. And, you know, I think after COVID, we all kind of forgot about it. It's got a great backstory, but it's got a lot of good things in it that we should be taking on a daily basis. It's got C's, it's got D's, it's got the elderberry. I'm forgetting what else is in it right now. It's got zinc and something else. I forget what's in it. The yeast, which is the most important. So you can see this is really going to keep your immune system. It works on 3 different types of immune system. But this is different than if you were to just go take a D and a C and a zinc and some elderberry and then some yeast. The yeast in here is something called Epicor. And the way that it came about was they found this yeast actually on a farm. And they were giving it to the animals. And what happened is one farmer created it, and then he actually gave it to some others and started manufacturing it. When it was being manufactured in the factory, they realized that the people in the factory were not getting sick. So much so that the insurance company, the medical company for the factory that provided their medical insurance, said, you know, what is going on? Why are these people taking off less time than anyone else, less disease, less sickness? You know, why are they so much healthier working it? And it came down to this yeast that's in there. So it's a very special yeast. Again, mix it in water, mix it. You can put it with your prebiotic. You know, you can mix it in with a bunch of different things. Axio, the MB, you can mix it all together. But you know, so important for keeping us healthy, particularly under times of stress, travel. A bunch of us are going to South Africa, so you know these are good times to be able to use the Daily Wellness so that it's keeps us all healthy and stuff. Okay, so now we get into weight loss. Big, big industry here. We have two super products in this arena. You know, we've got physician offices that move a boatload, and I do mean a boatload of this fat burn. You know, a 16-week study showed that not only are we losing 65% of the fat around our middle, isn't that the most troubled area, I think, for men and women? We're burning an additional 181 calories a day. And it's really working on what they call beiging, this beige fat, which is the more dense fat, the firm fat that does a lot of good things for us. It keeps us healthy. It certainly looks a whole lot better. It keeps us warmer. It's the fat that we have a whole lot more of when we're younger. So we definitely want to get back there. The white fat, that's not good for us. It's not healthy for us. It's unsightly. So the more of this, they call it sometimes brown adipose tissue or beige fat, the better we look. So this is the fat burn. And here are some studies. You can see Sinatrol is the main ingredient in there, but just getting some great results. I think to any woman, an extra 181 calories a day, probably men too, is just huge. And then losing the fat around the middle is super exciting. And we can use this with our MB Core and MB Enhance, or new natural GLP-1 products that clinically show to increase GLP-1 hormones by 140%. So what does that mean? You know, we all have this hormone that, because of again, stress, aging, certainly foods that we've eaten, you know, any kind of alcohol is greatly reduced, a lot of it because of what the government has, again, put into our foods and stuff. And so as it is greatly decreased, even when we try to eat healthy, we still have a lot of food noise, food cravings, and, you know, just the way that our body takes in this food is not used adequately. So here you can see, by using this system, it's 2 pills you take first thing in the morning. Please make sure you get that out to everyone. I know the instructions say 30 minutes before your first meal, but we really want people to have it on a totally empty stomach. You know, no coffee with sugar or milk, or, you know, anything even light, you know, total empty stomach, 2 pills. And you're going to see we're getting some really great results. We're getting some varied results. I put a testimony in Lifespan Matters with one of my friends. I just love waking up in the morning and getting these great testimonies from ladies that I know personally have struggled, but 95% reduction of sugar cravings. Now, this was interesting. 9 pounds are lost in 8 weeks. And this is totally different. I've got people that are losing inches, gaining pounds, you know, losing pounds, you know, it's interesting what's going on. But 9 pounds in 8 weeks, this is the clinical study, and 25 pounds in 12 weeks. So just tells you the longer you stay on it, the more you're increasing that GLP-1 hormone, the better results you're getting. So 96% smaller portions, 11% total body weight loss, and 27% of visceral fat loss. And again, that's only in 12 weeks, the first 12 weeks that they're on this product. And so again, you can see what's in this. You know, this is just the 2 capsules, super easy to take. Again, we want on it's probably the easiest weight loss system I've ever been on, because nobody's saying you can't have. You know, we all have our go-to thing, and in moderation, probably everything is fine. But, you know, a lot of times when somebody says you can't have carbs, or you can't have sugars, or you can't have, I know a lot of my friends would have a meltdown when you say you can't have your glass of wine. You know, they're not saying you can't not have anything. And I think the minute you take anything away from somebody, that's the minute that's the only thing they want. So again, increasing the GLP-1 hormone, less food noise, feeling fuller longer, no need to snack between meals. You're spending less time thinking about food. Have you ever had that time where, you know, maybe there's a little holiday cake left over, or some candy in the house, or whatever your thing is, ice cream, and that's all you think about. It's just calling you from the refrigerator. So that'll help here. Fewer late night cravings, and then obviously the weight loss. And there's a lot of health benefits on top of this, but you know, this can be very visual. I know even myself, with just playing tennis with, you know, our little skirts and stuff, I've gotten a lot of people that have asked me, you know, what am I doing? They just want it right away. So you can see everybody's been different, not a ton of pounds, because nobody's been on it all that long. But the inches are coming off, which is even more important, more healthy. There's no loss of muscle, which the synthetic products cannot, they just can't say that. That's a big, big market. I think I saw something like 13% of people are now on the synthetics just for weight loss. Back in the 70s, they said only 10% of people were obese. And again, this is because of food. Only 10% were obese. Today, 42% are obese. We're not saying overweight. We're saying clinically obese at this point. So there's a big, big market for this. And, think about the impact on the health. Another study, again, just came out on our GLP-1. They're just finding out more and more about all the different benefits. So it activates 9 additional fat and fatty acid pathways, which supports the breakdown of fatty acids, activates 4 additional antioxidant pathways. And this, again, will help us get even better results. These L cells will help produce more GLP-1, and then activates 22 new genes for organ health. And who doesn't want good organ health? So great, great results there as well. This is the skincare line. I think sometimes this is taking a little bit of a backseat. We just want best in business for our skincare line. We have a really results-oriented skincare line. We've got 4 products. It couldn't be any easier, but look at those results. It's like 82% visible lifted, 78% hydration, 77% look of firmness, 76% brightness, and 75% the appearance of the skin tone. So it's a really easy system. I'm going to highlight a few. This should be in everybody's cabinet. I absolutely adore this product, but you can see this was one night at a home party. We were taking before pictures and after, and you can see the results. Ladies are using it for the first time, and only in 15 minutes. And we took these pictures, as they were there. We were having them put it on their eye and stuff. You can see visible results in 15 minutes, and it just gets better over time. So this is pretty cool compared to maybe doing some injections or something else you might do to get rid of those nasty crow's feet. This is another amazing product that we have in the skincare line. This is our True Renew. This is like a retinol alternative, although it's much easier on the skin. There's no redness, there's no sun sensitivity, so you don't have to stay out of the sun. Somebody like me for tennis, I'd have to stay out of the sun. There's no irritation, but it does combat 9 different or 11 different signs of aging. But you love the overall tone, all the benefits of retinol without using a retinol, which a lot of people can't use. So this is a really, really great product that we have too. It's made with cranberry peptides, so it's very, very natural. But you will absolutely love the results that you're getting with this one if you're looking to, firm up your skin more and get rid of the colors and stuff. Our sun, we brought out so many products so fast. This is our sun stick here, sunscreen, provides 30 SPF. Again, I love the fact that this one's getting roost. You can see the hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and age spots are going away. So you're doing 2 things. You're preventing from getting sun damage, and you're also getting rid of the brown spots and stuff. So great, great product here too. Very easy to use. And everybody loves how it slides on with makeup or without. We've also got a very strong hand cream. Again, all of our products have this NRF2 activation through all of them. So this is a great heavy duty hand cream, but again, it's not greasy. Everybody loves the way it smells. A lot of times skincare out there has funky smells. I've had a lot of skincare sent to me over the years, and the first thing I can't handle is the smell, but this all smells really good. Okay, so now we're on to Icy Brights, and this is under the essential nutrients. The big thing that we all face every day, day in and day out, is blue light. We're all sitting here right now looking at a computer, and the blue light is really, really bad for us. It affects a lot of different things. It affects, weight gain can be because of blue light. Certainly, interrupts sleep and stuff, which when you mess up your sleep, then you're messing up a whole bunch of different things. It could be blood sugar levels, it could be weight gain, it could be cardiovascular health, it could be mental health. So many things go wrong when we can't sleep. So here we're actually dealing with helping that blue light so that it doesn't do all the damage to our retinol or macular. We're getting great results. I like this one. I've got quite a few girlfriends that were close to using cheaters and actually got on this product and didn't need to use the cheaters. So I actually have a pretty good bandwidth of people that are using this Icy Bright because of the results that they got just with their eyesight and not needing to go. So this is the Icy Bright. It's 2 tablets once a day. So this is our omega-3, supports cognitive health and cardiovascular, supports your healthy immune system. I think people know enough about omega-3s to be knowing that we have DHEA and EPA. So we have brain health, we have joint health going on, we have mood and motivation going on, we have our immune system going on. We also have 800 IUs of vitamin D added to that as well, so that it gets into our system and works better. So really it's a complete omega to help you get the results that you want. Heart health is very important for omega, brain health. Those are just some of the benefits that you'll get from using a good omega. Okay, and then our D3, and I think everyone should be on a D3. There are so many studies out there, again, that point to, again, heart health, cancer prevention, a lot of different things. But here we can say immune and balanced immune response, strong bones and teeth, healthy cardiovascular system, improved mood, muscle and nerve. And again, so many of the packages we have will have like the vitamin D and the omega with some of the probiotics. So just look at how you're ordering, and you may be able to save yourself some money there. But supports muscle and nerve health, and hair, skin, and nails, which is always a plus, I think, for everyone as well. Okay, this was another line that we came out really quickly, and then kind of got quiet on us. I think because they just brought out so many great products all at once. And I would say, this is Time Nutrition, a micro nutrition that we take first thing in the morning, or we take at night. So, so often people take a lot of vitamins, and I know Bobby and I were guilty of this. We had pill bowls, and we took all our vitamins or all our nutrition at once, in the day. But what they've really found is some things need to be taken in the morning and some things need to be taken in the evening. So, using the AM in the morning will help you just, be more awake, be able to be more focused, some more energy. The PM is going to help you sleep. And I've had a lot of good results with people as far as being able to get a good night's sleep using the PM, because it kind of calms you down. It allows you to get into that stage of sleep. So lots and lots of results from these two. The AM, again, take in the morning, the PM at night, but you'll see there's lots of results that we get just from the Time Nutrition, taking the right things at the right time and the right amounts together there. So that's the AM and PM as well. And Axio, this is great for sampling, mental endurance and mental concentration, mental focus. We've got lots of different flavors at this point. It is low calorie, but you can have ones with caffeine, or you can have 2 without. If you've got kids in the house and you want to help them, later in years with sports or whatever, they can use the non-caffeinated. I think a lot of the adults like the caffeinated. It's 100 milligrams there of caffeine, not a whole lot, probably the equivalent of coffee. But again, you can see all of our products, are on like the Think Dirty app, and they're all clean, and the BSCG, and all the ingredients are tested before they're actually put together with the formulation, and then tested again once the formulation is together. So this is great for anybody that's got attention deficit. If you've got your mind all over the place, again, it'll help with any kind of brain fog, which is big these days for a lot of people with so much going on. This is our hair care line. I said we've got great, great products. This is the shampoo. We've got 3 ingredients in the hair care line itself. So obviously it's cleaning your hair. There's a study, and I tried really hard to find it. I remember when the product came out, and this will probably speak to people with longer hair, but it had a reduction of 58% in breakage of hair. So, I think longer hair is in, certainly healthy hair is always in. And anytime you can reduce breakage, that's huge, especially with all that we do to our hair these days. So it keeps it looking smoother. It reduces the frizz. It is great for if you've got colored hair or any kind of different treatments in there. Again, the NRF2 is in there as well. And it is a score of 1 on the Think Dirty app. So if you're not familiar with the Think Dirty app, what they do is they take products and they rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the cleanest. So that's the shampoo. This is the conditioner. Again, protects hair against the effects of oxidative stress. NRF2 is in this one as well. It softens hair. It reduces the hair frizz and split end. It protects the hair against the environment and just really makes the hair look really, really good. And I can remember when this product first came out, we were seeing results super quickly once people wash their hair. This is our scalp serum. We literally put this on our scalp, leave it in. The little nozzle is like a pinhead. You run it all over your scalp. We've had a lot of people whose hair, let's say, has gotten thicker, hair where maybe they didn't have hair before, and a lot of times for ladies, that can be like this area can start to move back, or, guys, sometimes the middle of their head, they start to lose hair and stuff. We've seen a lot of hair come back. I don't even know if I could say regrowth, but I did. So we've gotten great results with this. And it's funny because we kind of look to the collagen maybe for hair growth, but we have such a strong product in the hair care line for people that, are wanting thicker, longer, more fuller hair. Okay, last product. We talked so much about Protandim and all the results that it would help us with reducing oxidative stress, which is, again, the precursor for all disease, aging, and inflammation. If I could only wish for the world to be on one product, that would certainly be it, but certainly for our pets. And what's really cool about our pets is they don't know that they're taking anything. It's not like somebody said to them, eat this treat and your coat is going to get shiny and your joints are going to hurt less and your gums are going to be much better and eyesight is going to be better and you're going to have more energy. Animals don't know that, whether it's a cat or a dog. They don't know that. All they know is when they take this product, and we have time and time again, happened to Bobby and I with our last pet, when we had him on this product, all of a sudden he had all this energy that he hadn't had for many, many years. And of course, he was 17 years old at that point, so he was quite older. But again, they don't know this. They don't know what they're taking. So they just are seeing the results that they're getting. So that's our Pet Tandem. Certainly it's a liver chicken flavor. You can give them a whole tablet or part, but really good tasting for them. So that's kind of all our products that I went over.